So, boom! Listen, guys. Arsenal draw for the 13th time, like the Invincibles. Well, that is one thing Top Gooners got right. They told me that this team was as close to the Invincibles as anything. Yeah, and they were. Oh no, it's 12 draws. It's 12 draws. Sorry. I thought it was 13. It's actually 12 draws. One away from the Invincibles, eh? Okay. 12, 13, doesn't really matter, does it? It's all the same. How have Arsenal drawn this many games? Let's see what Marvellous saying. You are on there now. Send the link. Oh, Marv's ready to go now. Brunch with Marvellous Marv. What, are you ready, Marv? Kate, come and grab the boy. Because I'm going live with Marvellous Marv. Marv is ready. What call? Blimey. Go on, boy. This is unexpected, guys. No, but I didn't think it was... No. What did I just say? What did I just say, Gotti? You see me kick your brother off. You just see me kick him off. What, you think you're going to come on as well? All right, let's get this link over to Marvellous Marv. I'm shocked. Because usually Marv is a Pussy, guys. But obviously... What is going on? Why can't I send it? Lele, Kate, I thought you grabbed him. I thought you grabbed Lele.
Are they friends now?
Who? Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This is just unexpected. Marvellous Marv is actually ready. He must have had his makeup ready from time. He must have. That's all I can think of. Where's the link? I hear that, but where's the link? Here we go. StreamYard link. Copy. Let's send it to Marvellous Marv. I'm shocked. It goes, where was I yesterday? I did a whole live. What are you on about? Guys, there's people that chat shit, and there's people that chat even more shit. And Marvellous is he lands in both categories. Unk, you up too early, bro? Don't worry, bro. We got all day, BK. We got all day. I gotta leave this one here for you, man. It's very early. Oh, now he wants 5. Now he says, give me 5. Marvellous says, give me 5. Might as well change this. I'll change the title while I'm here. 12 draws. Brunch. Morning breakfast. Yeah. Morning breakfast. Oh, come on. This pad's killing me. Morning breakfast. With Marvellous and Lacca. Let's go. Here we go. But why are you up though, BK? I'm only up because I watched MMA all night. Blood fire. You was up. Your eyes must be bleeding, bruv. Absolutely bleeding. So it was UFC last night, and I went to bed so early. Been praying for Isak to Arsenal since January. All I wanted in the summer is Mikel Arteta and Edu to do another barbecue and make sure Alexander Isak is a gooner. And Don's Thierry Henry's iconic number 14. That was the 13th of the 4th, 2024. And what happened in the summer? Nothing. I've said it publicly, and I'll say it again. While Arteta is cooking, Edu is at the barbecue with no gas. Oh yeah. Look what he brought in: Marquinhos, Fabio Vieira, Jesus, no Talisman, and no Rafinha. Edu is cooking the meal of the century. My. I'm gonna be posting these tonight. Meal of the century, bruv. Yeah, another one. Arteta. Mikel Arteta, when asked about barbecuing in All or Nothing documentary, I make barbecues all year round. I did one 2 days ago. We put Chizero. We put.
Where are you going? Where are you going to,
Listen, he put chorizo on it. I just like building a proper fire. It takes 40 to 50 minutes. But these times he has a gas fire. So, can you trust a man that has a gas barbecue? I don't know, guys. But all I know is there was no cooking going on. Formula 1 and Man United game later. Morning Abs, morning McFarlane. Champions League, will it be the year? Well, who goes there?
I'm not calling you.
Oh, sorry. I thought someone goes there. I'm not allowed to play. Who goes there?
I'm not calling you. I'm calling the police officer.
Oh, sorry. Formula 1 and Manchester United later. We got Abs. We got McFarlane. We got Abs again. But McFarlane is asking me a question again. Because you asked me last night, McFarlane. Let me put my glasses on. You asked me last night if Arsenal are going to win the Champions League. Is it Arsenal's year for the Champions League? Like I said yesterday, how are you going to win a Champions League? How you can beat Real Madrid and not win Champions League? That's what I want to know. I'm back from holiday, Abs. I only went Chesterton World of Adventures, broski. It was a little quick thing. Went for 3 nights. In fact, I loved it. I actually loved it. Coming back home, I felt sad. I felt a little sadness because that meant my holiday was done, really. I just enjoyed being away from home and being away from the everyday hustle and bustle. I said, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back from holiday, broski. Knock, knock. Hey, BK, you're dumb. You're dumb. Had a barbecue with the fam yesterday. Now it's jerk chicken Sunday. Yay. Hey, shame Arteta can't season his style of play. Kiss my teeth. Hey, that needs a screenshot. Innit? Why can't Arteta be seasoning up the thing like that, boy? I'm telling you. You know what? Yesterday was sad. It was sad. And you know what is the fake gesturing that gets me? That's what gets me. It's the fake. Oh, I'm angry. The fake I'm angry. Like, don't piss me off, bruv. I know what it is. I'm 44 years old, Tech. You're 1 year, 2 year older than me, bro. I know what you're doing. I know what you're playing at, bruv. I see it. I see the bollocks, bro. Man's trying to pretend to be upset. You put Jorginho on the pitch. You bought these players. You bought Jorginho. You bought Trossard. You're not upset. You're not upset. That was crap. Nothing short of crap. Arsenal drew 13 games. Invincible. You know what? Because we won the league with 5 games, 6 games to go. We drew the last 4 out of 5, which took the draws up. Manchester United, treble winning team, drew 13 4-game times. 13! And no one talks about it. They just talk about Arsenal, who drew 12. So I got it right. They have drawn as much as the Invincibles as 12. And I'm saying 13 this morning. That's something of Manchester United. Jeez Louise. Specialists in failure next season, FC. Jay, don't you support Spurs? Number 1. I swear, if Real beat you 4-0 and then we beat Lyon on Thursday, it's great times ahead. And if I grow another 6 inches down below by Thursday, do you know what I mean? Like, if these things ain't happening, Same theatrics as Amarin when he first came to. I can't stand the fake theatrics, bruv. I can't take it. That's why you see Berta at the end of the game. That picture I posted, that's Berta at the end of the game. My man's thinking, I would he bomb the clock. 750 mil has been spent, and I can see some parts of 750, but I can also see that he's gone. What? You spent how much on that? That's doo-doo. That shouldn't even be at the club. Shouldn't even be there. We still got Lacca and Vieira at the club. You hearing me? Lacca and Forgan Vieira and Tavares. We still got Nuno Tavares, who might be tearing up dust up in Italy, but he ain't doing it in England. And we don't need another left back. You know why? Because the manager's brought another 6 on top of it. Arsenal are just stinky, man. You can love them, but you know they stink. They stink. Listen, we got someone from America. We got American correspondent Lee Terrier. Clee Terrier's out there. Where are you, Clee? Where is it? New Orleans? New York? Where's WrestleMania? Miami? Where are you? Look at the goal scoring from Arsenal. From Arsenal has been their downfall this year. And Abs, someone like Clee doesn't understand that. Someone like Clee, so thick, he'll go, oh, but Arteta wanted a striker in January. Yeah. Okay. I wanted a striker in January. But I also wanted a striker in the summer, in August. So where was that chat there, Lee? Where's that chat? Oh, he wanted a striker in... No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He thought we could get it done with Mikel Merino, Calafiori, and Sterling. You know why? Because they're not even looking at Liverpool. Nobody was looking at Liverpool. They're thinking, forget this Asian team, done. Done. Love the glasses. This is our correspondence out there in America, guys. Clee, get your ass on the line. Thank you, Abs. Thank you, Abs. I'm in bed, he says, but he's out here tippy-tapping away. It doesn't make sense. It's 12:54 a.m. So what does that mean? You're on a holiday, bruv. There's no time when you're on holiday. No such thing. There is nothing wrong with 6 inches. No, I said another 6 inches, BK, on top of what I have. I'll be on the post. Was this? I'll be on post the European Games. Okay. Yeah. Whereas Marv said he was coming in. He says, give me 5 minutes, Clee. That was about 10 minutes ago. You know, Marv's probably doing a couple of press-ups. Probably giving himself a wank just to get himself going. You know, as he got his 32-10 out. You know, that one rattled him the other day. That one absolutely rattled him. You can tell when he gets upset. So they're trying to decide to sell and all that. You can't listen to too many podcasts and financial advice, Uncle. Just having a word with my uncle, just let them know. Marv is absolutely killing it. I'd come on, but I'm sharing room with Mac and it's dark. Jet lag's fuck. What? You and Mac in one bed together, yeah? Look at this guy. My man's 44 years old, Clee is, and he's still sharing beds. Man's on a tight budget again. On a tight, crazy. Man earns how much? And you're doing that. At some point in your life, bro, you got to do a proper experience. None of this slugging it out at 40 plus. You can't. That's not the idea. That's not the idea. I can't believe I'm still slugging it out, bro. La. Man, still Mac. I don't know why, Mac. I don't know why you let him do these things. Never let Lee take control of any excursion. No holiday, because you end up in a one bed in Calcutta. No sleeping bag. You know what I'm saying? For 34 days, guys. But one thing he will guarantee you is an experience. He will guarantee you an experience. Look, still no, Marv. Scouse is mad because this league is shite. Because deep down inside the football hub, Scousers know it's been a shite year. They know everyone's collapsed, but you know, no one wants to hear that when you're champions. Because if Arsenal won the league this season, I'll be saying this is the best league ever. This is the most competitive ever. So I get it. No one wants to hear that. Marv is backing out as we speak. Arsenal need to ensure Kiowa doesn't forget. But you was cussing Kiowa the other day, Lee, saying, how can he play? Someone hasn't played. I mean, he was so assured. I mean, after the first 2 minutes, he was fantastic. I mean, he nearly gave the game away after a second in. What's he doing? Did he drag that out himself? Can you hear my little dinosaur? He's actually turned into a T-Rex. And he's managed to get the strength to take things out. He sounds like an Arteterist right now. But any Arteterists out there? Actually, Mac is an Arteterist. Clee, ask the Arteterist, Shane O'Mac, how he feels if Arsenal end up potless this season. Can you ask Shane O'Mac, because he's an Arteterist? These Arteterists need to be spoken to and need to have a slap down. When are you putting in your application to become a top? I've put it in. Ads, I've put in my app for Top Gooner, but Top Gooners don't like me. I told you. Bape Clan, one of my bestest friends, 30 years nearly, acting like a PUSS. He's not even talking to me. He's actually not talking to me. You know how embarrassing it is as a 40-year-old not to be talking to a man because of football. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Hold on, Marv's gone and got himself a Costa Forgin coffee. What? Go down south and get a Costa quickly.
Did
you go down?
Wait.
Get a Costa quickly.
What are you saying?
What, did you go and get yourself a Costa Coffee quickly? Is that what you're fine? What,
No,
a quick run? Was you on the run or something? Was you doing your 5 a.m. morning run, Marv?
I just woke up. Conor Ben. Just woke up, G. I swear down. I was up watching the boxing last night.
What boxing?
Boots Ennis.
Everyone's my boxing MMA. Have I missed out on everything or something?
Nah, Boots Ennis, the man that's kind of taken over the welterweight division. He just unified the titles. He was looking for Terence Crawford.
And was Terence in the crowd?
That man they moved up, bro. That man they don't want to know this guy.
Oh.
They don't want to know. Crawford and the other guy, Spence, they're going up. As soon as this guy come along about 2 years ago, them guys,
they said forget.
He really stopped fighting. Crawford really stopped fighting, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They don't want to know. So I watched him to see if he's the real deal.
But Crawford's not retired. He's not retired.
Nah, he's looking for the cash out against Canelo, isn't it? Up at Canelo's weight on one of their... Is it Riyadh season? What do you call it again?
Yeah, Riyadh season.
Riyadh season. Anything
Crawford, is possible in Riyadh season.
Crawford, Canelo. He's going to jump up 2 weights.
What, he's going to go to Canelo's weight? He'll get battered, won't he?
Yeah, he won't get battered, but it's a cash out fight. He's unbeaten. His legacy is there. He don't want no part of these guys.
I thought he was going to fight Shakur.
Who? Nah, Shakur's his mate. Nah, too light. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, no, that's Tank, innit? That's Tank, innit?
Yeah,
Tank's going to fight Shakur.
No, this guy, Boots Ennis, he's a welterweight. He's come through last 2-3 years. No one goes near him, bro. Nobody wants to fight this guy. So he's been looking crap. Because when you can't find the fighters you want to fight and they just feed you guys.
Yeah. But so why is Shakur looking crap?
Shakur Stevenson he's got no snap. He's gone up a weight. He's got no bite in his punches, bro. He's going to fight guys that are strong, innit? So he's avoiding them like the plague to try and get a fight, the only one with Tank. That's just the modern style of boxing. It isn't like MMA where these guys just go in and fight. They don't care. That's what I like about MMA. Even if they've been beaten 18 times,
they'll still go again.
The champion will go with the guy that's been beaten 80 times and treat him with the same, you know what I mean? These guys, modern day boxing, these guys are like, let me bring this guy up from welterweight, beat him because I'm heavier, or let me shrink down to light welterweight.
Yeah, but why is that allowed though? Why is that allowed in boxing?
Because first of all, in the first instance, many years ago, the fighters used to weigh in on the day of the fight.
Yeah.
Many years ago. However, if you're not rehydrated properly, that could lead to brain damage in the ring. So they decided to change the rules and let the weigh-in take place 24 hours before the fight. And that is when guys were able to, weigh in, hydrate fully. And then all of a sudden, there's man out there saying, hold on, I can fight at welterweight, yeah, weigh in 24 hours, and I'm a fucking super middleweight. You get what I'm saying? On the night of the fight. And that is where all of the play comes in. All this Canelo bringing up Amir Khan, he could go down, and it could look like it could be possible. But on the night, even when Mayweather fought Canelo, they put in a rehydration clause, but Canelo still weighed in at about a middleweight, or even heavier than a middleweight.
He was heavier than Mayweather at the time, wasn't
Mayweather
it?
come fight night, but they put a rehydration clause in it.
Yeah.
Mayweather did, so that you can't get no bigger than that. And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is where the game, unfortunately, has changed. So now you've got guys like, do you remember? You got guys like, what was that guy who thought he was Mayweather? Remember that guy?
But not Berto.
Not Berto.
Adrian Broner. Not Bro. Is it
Adrian
Broner?
Broner.
AB.
He was good at it. The best at it right now is Devin Haney, because he's really walks around as a light middleweight. But he was draining down when he fought. What's the Russian guy? Remember when he fought the Russian guy?
Lomachenko.
Yeah. Did you see the size of him compared to Lomachenko? And Lomachenko smacked him up.
But he beat Lomachenko, didn't he?
He beat Lomachenko, but he was a middleweight.
Yeah,
he was
huge. Was that Lomachenko's first loss, or was that the one after his first loss?
That was his second loss. He lost to the other guy, the Mexican guy. But that is what changed the face of boxing. So now, these guys don't want to fight each other. They'd rather drag some guy up from another weight, or some light hitting puncher, or and that's the state of boxing nowadays.
So how come heavyweight never has this issue though? Because there's different heavyweights though. Yeah, but there's different levels, man. Mike Tyson was only 15 stone.
Yeah, Mike Tyson now, would he weigh any more than Usage? Usage is light, bro. Usage is about about top end. And what Usage has done is phenomenal, because he's top end of Mike Tyson's weight. And he's gone on beating guys 4 or 5 stone heavier than him. And not only beating them, hurting them as well, i.e. Joshua. And
because he's fighting sharp boxers, isn't it, really?
They're shit of a generation, yeah. But yeah, that's why boxing's lost its pill. There's many factors in which boxers can avoid facing the best, drawing hydration clauses, bring a boxer up so that they look better. They don't need to fight. The best don't need to fight the best no more. You know what I mean?
And that's why we got Riyadh season, guys. And on that note, Marv, thank you for this. That was a great podcast.
Okay.
Great chat, guys.
Are you doing this again? Wait. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Wait, I've just got up. I come out of my bed, bro. You get me? I'm in this spare room, my podcast room, and now you're telling me, you know what I mean?
It's done.
It's not done, because you know what disappointed me yesterday from you? Yeah, after the Europa of Champions League glory. I called that Champions League glory last night. You know
I saw you said a hangover. I was like,
Wednesday. That was Champions League glory Wednesday. Rice, Declan Gerrard.
I said that to you then.
Yeah, Declan Gerrard for one night only. Declan Gerrard stepped up and was Declan Gerrard. I even heard it like that when he got the goals against Madrid. He was Steven Gerrard reincarnated. Those were the two fantastic.
Look at Lee's with 2 gooners in America. Yeah, one being Shane. I don't know who the other must be himself. I'm guessing. So Lee and Shane have both got Champions League winners 25 on the back of their Arsenal shirts. That's embarrassing. Yeah, because he's in America, really, with Shane.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've got Champions League winners. Lee as well?
Yeah, Lee as well. They've gone like a stag type thing. So
the usual. Why didn't they invite us in it?
Lee can't help but join in.
Well, I've got people from work might see that, but I know why didn't he invite us? Anyway,
Marv, hold on a minute. What's this?
I haven't got the shirt on. I'm saying 2,000.
No. Who's that? Is that you, Lee?
Yeah, man, it's like 1 a.m. here, bro. That's what I'm saying.
That ain't Lee. That sounds like that single man white mate. That ain't Lee. What is Shane next to you? What's going on?
I was in a room, bro. We're sharing a room.
Oh, I could tell. I could hear heavy breathing. Sorry. Sorry, I thought there was 2. You know what I mean? North London Derby, eh? No, he's gone. Don't. I'll wet man today. He's gone. Anyway, can we get back to serious business, guys? Too early, bro.
How you
It's
gonna
too
say?
early.
Hey, man said no plan to Derby, yeah.
Bro, anyway, it's too early. Man just went after that. Listen, I need to apologise.
Hey, man, my stuff is killing me.
Hey, listen, I need to apologise privately. I'm going to apologise privately for that. But anyway.
Hey, listen, you know what?
Yeah.
Did you see when Declan was taking free kicks before the game started?
No. What happened? He was awful, wasn't it?
Awful.
And you see, that's the magic. That's the magic of football. Sometimes you get that moment of inspiration.
Please tell me you've seen his last 23 kicks or whatever it is before.
This is the first time he scored, isn't it?
It's the first time he scored, and he gets 2 in one game against Real Madrid.
Bro, but they were two absolute. Listen, you know how I feel about Arsenal, but they were two of the best free kicks. The first one reminded me, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to put it out there. The first one reminded me of Roberto Carlos. Don't take away the skill of the first one, bruv. Do not take away. People are looking at the second one, yeah, and thinking,
the second one was too heavy, though. The second one was too heavy, bro.
The first one was mad, bruv.
No, the first one was good. The first one was good.
The first one, I thought he was the better of the two. He smashed. The third one was like Roberto Carlos. Do you remember Roberto Carlos' free kick for Brazil against France? Where you
that was nothing like that, though. The way it moved, yeah.
No, it didn't have, because Roberto Carlos bent it right round.
Yeah.
But his one was very similar. That was the more skillful of the two. He just, look, I'm all crying for Declan. He just had one of them moments, man. Look,
it was a moment. That's what it was. It was a moment. I was saying, how come I've never seen him take a free kick for Arsenal before like this before? How come he's not the main free kick taker? Because before it was Odegaard. Yeah, and I watched Odegaard's 20 free kicks before that game.
Yeah, they're rubbish.
It's a compilation, isn't it? Because I've been complaining about free kicks not being scored. And it's one of the worst things I've seen,
Yeah.
Man hit the wall. Man clipping, man. It's not even coming off the floor. All sorts of shite free kicks. That's
I don't know why Saka ain't. Now he's back. Saka should be on him. But Declan's
I don't
got it.
I don't think man have got it. They ain't got it. They haven't got it. Even Declan was like, yes, I've got it in my locker. But really, it's not in the locker. As much as I love and appreciate the free kicks,
it's not in the locker. But to be fair, to give Declan his props, yesterday's game, he laid on an assist. He ran 40, 50 yards and laid. So he's got the consistency there.
What it's done, though, what the goals have done for him, though, is giving me him another boost. And he's got a pep in his step now. I'll give it that, because he looked like a different player. He finally looked like someone that believes he's now £100 million worth.
I said it on the night.
He wasn't believing.
Yeah, I said it on the night. Huge chunk. Those 2 goals was a massive chunk of him believing he's £100 million player. And even though Arsenal had a bit of a mixed bag yesterday, he still,
yesterday
he still ran 60.
Bro.
Yeah, but he still ran 60 yards. And
he was fantastic.
He was the best of an average bunch, I'd say.
No, the rest was shite. I don't know what Arteta's doing. I know he's put all his eggs into one basket and he's concentrating solely on the league. But he does this every year.
I think that's so silly. You can't.
He does this every year.
I listened to you with is it Nick, that loving you had yesterday for 8 hours or 9 hours ago with Nick. That was good. I actually watched all of that. You know what I mean? Nick and you, it was like a new combo, bro. You know what I mean? It was like a new evening show.
Because Nick's an Artetaist. He's an Artetaist, that's why.
Yeah, I can tell. Big up yourself, Nick. Good show. You come on and said some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So big up yourself, Nick. You know what I mean? Let's show your face, though, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But well done.
Too shook to show his face.
Yeah, but well done to you, mate. But yeah, and that's Arsenal's problem, and it's not the first time. Is that Arteta? Listen, man. All right, Liverpool look like they've won the league, but still be fighting for that shit. Still have the mentality to fight for that shit.
The thing is, you could lose the league. You could still have lost the league.
Effectively, yes.
Yes, there was the last game. Yes, there was the last one.
But he didn't. But what I'm saying is, Arteta didn't show that kind of belief in the teams that he's picking.
I felt he was hiding behind the teams that he was picking, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but the team that he was picking was doing all right.
Yeah, but he's hiding behind it, making out as if, oh yeah, this is all I've got, this is all we can put out.
Man, it isn't.
You know what I mean?
And then, but
the squad is thin.
It was when he made them changes. That's when it kind of went and lost control of the game. Otherwise, Arsenal looked like getting a second. And it's his changes again that I think cost Arsenal the game. You know, he's just I just
Did
can't.
you see? Did you see Berto at the end of the game? The new sporting director. Man was sitting there like this, and he's looking at it thinking, "Right, Arteta's going to spend 750 million on some of these shite ballers."
Yeah, but was that his first game at Emirates yesterday or
No, I think it was
second?
his second. His second. It's his
Right,
second.
Premier.
He slapped him on the back against Real Madrid. Slapped him.
Okay, so that was his
Bang!
first game, and I'm not being funny. I know myself. I know what these guys are like. You know, it's his first league game at the Emirates. He knows the camera's going to be on him, so you understand. He knows that, bro. I'm gonna look vexed.
That's
He
how I
knows
want
those
him to look.
cameras.
I want him to look vexed. I
Yeah,
don't want him to look
that's all me.
Arteta, but I can
That's
see
all
through
me.
Arteta's vexedness because I'm like, yeah, bruv, all you care about is what's going to happen now, Real Madrid.
Yeah, but the problem with Arsenal, and that's the problem, and you just touched on it about 5 minutes ago. Where no, stop concentrating on one trophy, bro. We're in it to the end. We fight. We live and die by results. And he just yesterday's result. It was like the team he picked. You're right. He put a team out that's hiding, and then the players that were doing well, he took off. That's
Took off.
what I didn't understand. Because Arsenal could have won. Brentford offered nothing. And
Zero.
too many times Arsenal are in these games where teams are offering nothing and they're getting draws out of them, bro. They're not converting them into wins.
12
And that's
draws.
the problem. And you can only blame Arteta for that. Because
Thank you.
I was watching the game, and the commentator said that is something like the 9th time Arsenal have taken the lead this season and they send it up in a draw. So 9 times you've led games, and it's going to happen. But it's
not 9 times,
a
though.
draw. You can
Not
only
9
blame
times
the
this season.
something like that, innit?
But no, what I'm saying to you that you can't because you said it's going to happen, but it can't happen 9 times.
No,
in a
it
season.
shouldn't be. If you're competing for the title, you
Oh,
can't
thank you, baby boy.
you can't allow Leeds to slip, and he's done it yet again. But yesterday, I really didn't. Saka shouldn't have played. He shouldn't have even been on the pitch.
Shouldn't even have come on.
You could see by the chance he had that, and I've been trying to say that because you could see he's got what Saka has is quality feet. He's got real good feet, and the defenders don't know whether he's going to go inside or outside.
Oh, outside.
And then, but you can see the man clearly ain't fit.
Okay, where's the Sky remote? No, it's not. Where's the Sky remote?
Don't talk to her like that, man.
Shut up. I'll have to slap everyone in the ass.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I just didn't understand it.
Hold on, Marv. Where's the Sky remote? Kay! It's not because he gave me this.
Okay, so then he's
Look, are we doing a podcast or not?
Sorry, mate, but I've got to do health and safety now because the boy just give me a battery. I'm like, he can't be handing me battery. Where's the remote, boy? Where's the remote?
You know. Well, keep an eye out, please. You know, I work in a school, safeguarding.
Exactly, safeguard. Let's see.
You know,
Liverpool
so,
making
KE.
out like losing 2 games is amazing for them to win the league, while Arsenal have only lost 3.
Jay Greens, we ain't making out nothing. You're just saying stuff.
I
We
agree
ain't
with
making
Jay.
out nothing.
No, I agree with Jay. I agree with him.
If we get to beat Real Madrid and reach the semi, we earn up to 100 million. Them man can't move like this. Come next year transfer window.
Facts.
Is that Nathan? No, that's Nathan.
No, this is Nathan Nelson though, but he's speaking facts.
Boots
Boots
is
is shite.
shit. I hear that though, Carl. I hear that.
If you don't know nothing about boxing, Marv.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Hayden versus Boots.
You having that?
Spank him. Boots will beat the hell out of him.
What's
Brian
this?
Gosling.
Wait till Ineos starts. What to move up weight?
Oh, he's a good
Who's that
fighter,
then?
but he can't.
But he can't though. He's not strong enough. Marv is waffling right now.
No, I'm not, man.
Whittaker, Cameron 2. Who wins?
That's a good fight. I don't know, because that guy Cameron put it on Whittaker and all that. Do you know Whittaker?
Whittaker's a joker, brother. As soon as the heat got onto him, yeah.
Yeah, that flash, you know what? I think I'm some tall Sugar Ray Leonard dancing and beating up bare novices. Cameron weren't having a bar of it, bro.
When he chucked him over the ring, innit? When he chucked him over.
Well, I think Whittaker looked for a get out of jail card in that fight.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That guy
100%.
wasn't having it. That guy was.
100%.
I think that guy was getting the better of him.
When you say
So
Marv didn't
Whittaker-
listen to Eddie Hearn promo.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, Eddie Hearn's the biggest gasser in boxing. I like that one.
I like Eddie Hearn. I
like
love a bit of
Yeah,
Eddie
bro, he
Hearn.
knows that. I'll tell you what, he can sell snow to an Eskimo, Eddie
Yeah,
Hearn. I'll tell you that.
look who's gone middleweight, Marv.
Oh, how you doing, Lee? Yeah, all right. I'll meet you there, Lee. I'll meet you there. Once you get to middleweight, I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you
but what
6
is there
months.
gonna be a hydration clause? Because you know he's gonna blow
Yeah,
up
he
about
might be
200 pounds
drained.
overnight.
Yeah, but mid to late, fitness will tell, innit? Mid to late fitness will tell, innit? I'll stop him late on. I'll
Hey,
stop him
Marv,
late on.
Marv,
Like when Roy Jones went to
you
heavyweight.
see how
Yeah.
Ricky used to look. He used to look all gaunt and stuff when he'd come in
Ricky
the ring.
who?
Ricky Hatton looking gaunt.
Yeah, Lee. Yeah, he'll have sores everywhere, innit? Yeah. To make weight, innit? To make weight. You get me?
But then 24 hours later, he's looking like a balloon.
Yeah, he was the king of that. That's what I'll tell you what. I don't know how he used to do it, but that was the beginning and the end for him when he used to be telling jokes, drinking beer in a pub. Next minute, he's fighting at the Amex Arena. Then he's drinking beer and telling jokes. He was a comedian as well, you know. Balloon up between fights.
He thought he was Jake
Caught up with
LaMotta.
him.
He thought he was Jake LaMotta, bruv.
Yeah, caught up with him. Ricky Hatton was excited. Did you see his
Was
son?
Ricky always doing that, or was that a thing that he did later on?
I think he was always doing it, you know.
Like, it wasn't
But the younger
documented,
you
wasn't
could
it?
do it, the younger you
Yeah.
could do it. When he was younger, he probably used to get away with it more. The
Yeah,
older
yeah,
you
yeah.
get. But have you seen his son fight?
No, is he good?
Shit, bro. But looks
Okay.
exactly the same. Not
Yeah,
Mafia,
yeah.
and looks exactly the same. Light blue shorts, ginger hair. Bruv, he's been given Eddie Hearn,
Hey,
but he signed him up. Eddie Hearn
Eddie signed him up, yeah?
He got about 5 givens, bruv, where he lost, mate, and then some. Now he's starting to get beat up a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No good.
yeah.
You can never be the dad.
Was he any
Yeah.
good though? Was Ricky any good?
Ricky Hatton was good, yeah. I reckon he was good, but he had a great fan base that helped.
What's this
But
you're
you
auditioning
saw-
for, Marv? It was at least say IFL TV.
You know, like, hey, listen, North London derby, yeah, North London derby. Let's just
Him and Shane having a North London derby together in one bed.
yeah, same when Triple G washed Kel Brook. Yeah, same thing. The money's too
remember
good,
that?
isn't it?
Yeah, do you remember that, bloody? I forgot all about that.
Kel went hell for leather, mate, and he
I
ended up
forgot all
smashing
about
both
that.
his
Got
eye
smashed.
sockets.
Yeah.
And then he
got
went in
smashed.
with, and then after that he went in with what's his name?
Amir.
What's that guy? Errol Spence.
He fought Errol
No,
Spence.
Errol Spence first. Yeah, him and Spence had a great tear up when he was at his peak at Kel Brook.
Who?
Errol
Spence and
took-
Kel Brook? I missed
Yeah,
that. I missed that.
Spence came to England and took the title off him. It was a humdinger, and he broke
I
his
know.
eye
Yeah,
socket.
I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, he broke his eye socket.
Oh.
Then he went up. Then his next fight was against Triple G, and Triple C done
Yeah,
both
got
his
bad.
eye sockets. And by the time he fought Terence Crawford, he was finished. Then it done his eye socket again, and it took one punch in the eye, and that was it, really. You know what I mean? Yeah, but as I said, Chris trying to run from the smoke. Yeah, but as I said, you got to question Arteta and how he plans out his campaigns, because once again, they look like they're focused. You got to focus on all trophies to be.
He does this every year, Marv. Every year we get to a point.
Yeah.
We get to a point where one wheel falls off, the other wheel falls off, then it's another wheel falls off, and it's like, let's just keep this thing moving with one wheel, and then that falls off.
Yeah, but
Last year it was Bayern Munich, yeah. So we're out of the FA Cup, we're out of the Coca-Cola Cup. Quarterfinals against Bayern Munich. Was it 2-2 at Emirates or something, or 3-2, whatever it may be?
Yeah.
Next game in between, we just about win, but then he throws everything into one basket. We lose to Bayern Munich 1-0, whatever it is, go on a whimper, and it's like, now we can focus on the league. Well, hold on a minute. Well, so can Man City.
So can Man City, and that's the
And
problem.
they're better
with
than
Arteta. And I saw you on the pod yesterday. I thought it was a really good pod, by the way.
No, I was angry yesterday because
and
the Artetaist.
But you mentioned some great points. You said next season where you mentioned that Arteta would have spent £1 billion, and you mentioned that just to focus on one trophy. He needs to focus on the lot from the beginning. Claim everything, bro.
But I don't think he can't claim. The thing is though, if he does that next season, what you're saying, I feel we'll just end up exactly the same. I don't think he's got the capacity yet, and I don't think he knows how to manage a whole season like that at this point in his career. I don't think he does.
it's like he's almost saying, and let's come out of a couple of trophies so we can concentrate on a couple. But you have to have.
Have you seen where we finished in the FA Cup since we won it with him? Have you seen?
No.
Third round, fourth round, third round, third round.
That's not good enough. I mean, and you've got to remember, he won it with Emery's squad. Do you know what I'm saying? It was effectively Emery's team. So he needs to deliver. He needs to deliver. He's had enough money, and I would rather, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd rather Arsenal focus on every trophy, bro, and stop this. I want a squad where every game, when Mourinho would throw the same players out when he was at Chelsea.
That's why this just reminds me of Pochettino. That's why I do the Pochettino comparison. Because do you remember how I used to talk about, when I used to say to Lee, because Pochettino used to say, well, winning the FA Cup and the League Cup is not good enough for Spurs. He used to say that, Pochettino, and then Lee used to echo the same sentiment. And then they ended up with nothing overall. Do you know what I mean? A whole 4 or 5 years of decent football, getting Spurs into a great position in the league, but not winning a single thing. Because no one remembers that Spurs, apart from Spurs.
You got to land something. You got to land something in.
But you know what Gunga said to me, Marv, though? You know what Gunga said to me the other day? Because he's not talking to me right now because he's been a little baby. Yeah. He said to me, "Oh, I'm going to remember these moments." I said, "What? If we end up with nothing, you're going to remember being second. You're going to remember beating Real Madrid. That's it. That's what it's going to be remembered for, is beating Real Madrid in the quarter-final.
But you win the Champions League, you forget about
everything.
Moment.
Yeah.
That you not to say you go back to that win over Real Madrid as a turning point.
Yeah.
Of a part of the season. But if you don't win the Champions League,
this will all be forgotten about, bro.
Forget all that. Forget all that.
I can't remember. I can't remember who even played when Reece Nelson scored that last minute goal. Was it Bournemouth or Saturn or Villa? And everyone was going, "This is the moment. This is the moment. We're gonna remember us winning the league."
Or when Jorginho got that last minute.
That last minute, I can't again. Yeah, and everyone's like, "This is the moment.
Yeah,
this is the moment."
Nothing without trophies, and you know what? That's been my argument. Like, you know what? When you look at the best teams, the better teams or the best teams like Man City, at some stage they're in everything. You look at them, they're not going to win everything, or even Liverpool, they're not going to win everything, but they're still in everything in the latter stages. Excuse me. And that is the level Arsenal need to get to, where getting to the quarters of the FA Cup, semi-finals of the League Cup. I'm not saying go all the way. Semi-finals of the Euros, challenging for the title. It would help if there's another team challenging with them. But that's the level Arsenal need to get to. Reaching a final, winning, losing. But those kind of things, that will make the team a more well-rounded team. Because if Arsenal are right now, they're on a cliff edge. Even though fantastic, even I took, me, I gave Arsenal their flowers for that win because I thought it was fantastic. And they dominated. What does that mean? What's that?
82-10, 82-10, your Nokia.
Yeah, trying to hit back.
From abroad while he's doing up London Derby with Shane. Both their misses are at home, and these two in bed together doing up London Derby.
Playing a probably role playing Titanic. You know what I'm saying?
Jay, hold on, Marv. Jay, I haven't watched Clash of the Titans yet, bro. I was going to do it last night, but I started watching Cap America. I apologize. Bianca! Hold on, what's this? Lennox, the great Lewis was... can't stand Lennox Lewis. I thought he was an overrated boxer, if I'm honest.
No, I agree with him. I thought he was overrated, but you have to go back and watch who he fought and compare them to.
Yeah, I know, but he fought all these men when they were finished. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, he did. He fought Evander when he was finished.
No.
Man, he fought Mike Tyson when he was finished.
I know my boxing. Man was.
So Mike Tyson wasn't finished. So Tyson and Evander went over the hill. They were both over the hill, bruv. He fought Klitschko when he was too young.
Oh, come on, bro. Klitschko, he was too old. He shouldn't have even been in there with Klitschko.
Klitschko was too young.
That's when he made the decision. That's my lot. And fair play to him.
For me.
No, but it was when he wasn't. No, I don't agree with you. When he wasn't champion.
I'll give him is the Riddick Bowe fight that never happened. because Bo was too
Nah.
scared to fight him.
Listen, some of them heavyweights, he was fighting guys like Ray Mercer.
Rubbish,
Yeah,
Marv.
Tommy Morrison, those guys will give today's
But these
heavyweights
men were
problems.
rubbish, though. But they were
Listen,
rubbish, Marv.
go and I'm telling you, Chris, go and
Tommy
look at
Morrison, Marv.
Go and look at. That's what I used to think about Lewis. But go back and look at some of the fights that he had. Yeah, some of those heavyweights.
Oliver McCall, Marv.
Listen, even Oliver McCall was a dangerous heavyweight. Yeah.
You know, Frank was all over him. I watched the Frank Bruno fight about 4 months ago. Frank was actually all over him.
Yeah, and he was a young fighter then, Lewis. But what he fought, Razor Ruddocks. Some of these heavyweights, I'll tell you that.
You know what? The Razor Ruddock one.
Yeah, the Oliver McCall one. I'll tell you what. If Oliver McCall plants one on Anthony Joshua, it's done. If he planted one on Tyson Fury, it's done. There ain't them guys ain't getting up from those heavyweights. Those were real heavyweights.
Why was Bo scared to fight him?
Because he beat him in the Olympics, isn't it?
Oh, is that why?
Because
they had their little thing in it beforehand, didn't it?
No, Lewis was a quality fighter under Emmanuel Stewart. All of these boxers, excuse me.
But if you're going to do that, why can't I have the spoon?
Huh?
I thought she was talking to me for a second now. I was going to say...
No, she's talking to the kids. There.
I was going to say...
No, because you heard Babe.
No, I was going to say, mind yourself. I'm doing a pod. You get me? But anyway... Sorry, Kate. Listen. Listen. No, anyway, yeah. So what I'm saying is... Going back to Arteta, we're going around talking about...
All right, let's stick to we stick with Arteta.
What I'm saying is, Arteta, that was for me, if I'm an Arsenal fan, a real Arsenal fan, and I'm glad you was upset. Yesterday was a must-win. That's a must-win. Because if Liverpool slip up against West Ham today, all of a sudden, the heat is on. At least put the heat on.
I hope you slip up today so I can have a go at Arteta. I hope you draw or lose. So I can say, you see...
You can have a go at him anyway. You can have a go at him regardless of the result. But the fact that you had put your team out with a mentality, it doesn't matter. When you never know what's around the corner. Last 6 games of the season, last season, Liverpool were top.
Exactly.
We were top of the league.
Exactly.
We literally fell apart.
That's why for me, it's like
the squad. We've not improved the squad.
You haven't improved your numbers. Forget improving the squad. We're talking just the numbers, yeah. So you got the same numbers as you did last season.
Yeah.
And the team is older. It's 1 year older.
Yeah. We haven't improved the squad. It's gelled a bit better.
Anything could happen. But that's what I'm saying. We spent money to improve our squad, and we've gone backwards.
Right. You can't just say you can't. You know what? If Jurgen Klopp was in charge of Arsenal yesterday, knowing that we're this amount of points behind, whatever, mate. Jurgen Klopp would have gambled on trying to win that game yesterday, and it was disgusting that Arteta didn't. Do you know what I mean? Didn't take a risk and decided, we'll try and nick it. And
it's cool.
We got too many times I've seen.
We got Real Madrid. We got Real Madrid Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that desperation a couple of seasons ago where Arsenal were going for the title and we're going. What
me and you just explained 5 minutes ago about the Reece Nelson and the Jorginho moments. Yeah,
right.
There was none of that yesterday.
There was none of it, bruv. It's like ticking along. Don't let that come. I'm telling you. Don't let that come and bite you on the arse. You had better beat Real Madrid.
Have to now.
Because
it's a must. It was a must anyway.
The tie is over.
It's not over.
In mathematical terms, it's over. But all Real Madrid need is an early goal, and they'll be pumped up for this. They'll be pumped up out of respect for that white shirt and in the Bernabeu Stadium.
And the roof's going to be closed. The roof's going to be closed.
Need to stay solid and not concede that early goal, because if they concede that early goal, then you know what? Arsenal are going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. And unfortunately, Arteta hasn't got the tactical nous
to get out of it.
To get out of it, and it could be a problem. I expect Arsenal to go through. So don't count your chickens. They should have won yesterday's game.
Facts.
I mean, should have won it. Yeah, with a bit of intent, and they didn't have it. Even they were so in control on that game yesterday. They were so in control of that game yesterday.
It was boring. It was actually boring up to a certain point.
Push for a second, I don't know. They didn't really push for a second.
And you know why? You know why, Mark? Because Arteta all season, since last season, has shown nothing but cautiousness, fear.
Fair,
He's
bruv. Yeah,
afraid to lose. Instead of losing, let's get a draw. You're also
yeah.
afraid to
And then
win, bro.
yeah, and then once we know we've got a team by the Curlies, once we know we've got a team, that's when your Martin Odegaard starts showing up. You know what I'm saying?
Martin Odegaard kills me. He actually,
Told you, bro.
I used to see Arsenal fans cussing him last year, and I didn't get it. The more I see it, the more I'm looking. He hides the most.
Bro,
He
I've
does the
watched
most
Martin.
hiding.
He had a cracking first season. Yeah, that's when you guys were not in the Champions League. He was really good. And then
The first title challenge.
yeah,
and then slowly it's
you
gone
weren't in the
backwards.
Champions League. Slowly, he's regressed. I mean, interesting fact is that the guy of Man City players got the same amount of assists on him as him.
Have you seen when he gets the ball? He gets the ball.
Mm.
He'll do this. Turn,
Yeah,
turn back,
yeah. He does it all
look
the
up,
time.
and then
Yeah.
turn back and
Then
pass
play sideways.
where he should have just passed it the first time round.
I mean, thank God he's got Saka there. Thank God he's got Saka there. He came on yesterday, he was woeful. Thank God he's got Saka there Saka makes his game, man, and that shouldn't be the case. Ain't you more experienced than Saka? Weren't you meant to be the wonder kid?
He's meant to be the wonder kid, bro.
What do you do? Why don't they just make
You got to remember,
captain?
Saka was left back. Saka started off as left back and moved up to right mid.
Listen, you know what? I'll tell you, just make Saka captain then, innit? Because this is your captain you're talking about. Just make Saka captain.
You know why he can't do it? Because Odegaard is him. That's him on the pitch. The way they move, the way they talk, the way they think. It's just
I don't even think he's as good as Arteta when
Teacher's
Arteta was
pet.
playing.
No,
yeah.
he's better than Arteta. Arteta's a baller.
Well, you know what? You know, he's got the same amount of assists as that Man City player, Chris.
Who?
The
Which
goalkeeper.
one? Oh, the goalkeeper, Edison.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but so is Slobberslide, Omar. So
Slobberslide plays more of a unit type game.
Oh, yeah,
but he's meant to be your main man. This
but
guy,
Slobberslide is your main man.
No, he's not. He's not.
In terms of attacking,
our main man is Salah.
Sorry, your main man was Trent, but he's gone now, so that's now got to be.
Slobberslide is not our main man. I expect more from Odegaard, and he's not delivering it.
I expect more from Odegaard. I expect a lot more.
I don't know what I thought. I actually thought. I dare to say, I actually thought that kid who came in actually played better than him.
Who, Ranieri?
That's the thing. No, I don't know why Ranieri can't. Ranieri play in his position.
Yeah, he can, but at the moment he plays on the wing because they don't want to pay Sterling. Sterling must have a clause in his contract.
Saka's back. Can't Ranieri play in Odegaard's position, or even the guy yesterday? I'm not being funny. Dare I say it? You're not gonna like this, but dare I say it? Zinchenko looked neat and sweet on the ball yesterday.
Beautiful.
But he ain't got the killer pass.
The reason why he hasn't got the killer pass is because he's not used to playing in that position.
He don't get to play, but he looks better than Odegaard there.
He's amazing on the ball. On the ball, he's fantastic. As you said, neat and tidy. Zinchenko.
Yeah.
He's so neat and tidy on the ball.
Just doesn't play.
But again, the manager spent 35 million on him, to take us to the next level, and he had one mistake against Liverpool 3 years ago, and that's it.
Yeah, and
he's bought another 2 left backs since Marv. He spent 100 million on left backs. When who's the best left back at the club?
For me, it's Kieran Tierney, man.
No. Better than Skelly.
No, but I understand that. The reason why
Skelly costs you zero, Marv. Skelly costs zero.
But he's a midfielder. I see Skelly in that midfield running things later.
But my man loves a defender in midfield, innit? He thinks he's Pep, bruv. I'm telling you, he's doing Pep. He thinks he's Pep. He thinks he is Pep.
Apparently, Tierney can't play that inverted midfielder.
No, he can't, and that's why he doesn't play. That's why he doesn't play.
Which is a shame, because I think he's really good.
I'm going. I'm shutting down the pod. We've nearly done an hour.
Yeah, no problem, bruv.
Are you gonna be on later, Marv? You gonna be on later?
I'm gonna go gym, you know what I'm saying? Got to get
later in the evening.
Death row's in the house, bro. You get me? You know what I'm saying?
But you're not a death row, man. I thought you was more of a bad boy, man.
I'll keep a pistol by my bedside.
Sad. One chamber.
Only down to 4-5. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm late. I know I'm going to a day party. All white day party. You get me?
What, are you performing?
I think the guy wants me to, but I'm not sure. No I might be. I think they were going to chat on the day because there's no MCs on the bill, and he phoned me.
Oh, what? I know. That's what you're saying. There's no money involved, basically.
I do it.
Oh,
Obviously,
okay.
I do
Yeah.
it for
Sorry.
voluntary reasons. But anyway, yeah. So it's all white, innit? All white day partying. You know.
Oh, white party. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all white. It's all white, but man's wearing all cream. You get me?
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't got all
You're
white.
wearing cream.
Bun
Okay.
all white, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm there today, so I won't be. But I want to watch the Liverpool game first.
All right. Well,
So,
I'm messaging in the evening to see Wagwan.
you know what? I'm loving. Our teams are both challenging. Our teams are probably both on the verge of winning things. I love our newfound friendship with you, always eating my ass and that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, say hello to what's his name? What's that guy? Before I go, say what's his name? What's that guy that come on the pod yesterday?
Oh, Nikos.
Yeah, Nikos, the one that you was talking to.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nikos.
Tell Nikos more of that, son. Yeah, more of
I'll
that.
tell him. I'll let him know.
Arsenal loving. You get me? Later.
Love.
Later.